Greetings viewer, welcome to another glamorous edition on God's Eye, where we give you latest news around the globe. South Korea, United States and Japan has warned North Korea that if it carries out any nuclear test again, there will be an immediate response which will be disastrous. Before we give the news in full, please like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell for latest update. The United States, Japan and South Korea warned on Wednesday that a North Korea's seventh nuclear test would justify a response of unprecedented scale. Washington and his allies believe North Korea may resume nuclear testing for the first time since 2017. We agreed that if North Korea conducts a seventh nuclear test, it will require an unprecedented scale of response, South Korea's Vice Foreign Minister Cho Hyang-dong said at a news conference in Tokyo. Cho spoke alongside his Japanese and U.S. counterparts, State Minister for Foreign Affairs Takeo Mori, and Undersecretary of State Wendy Sherman. "We urge North Korea to refrain from further provocations," Sherman said, calling it reckless and seriously destabilizing the region. "Everything that's happening here, like North Korea's nuclear test, it affects the security of the entire world," she said, sending a thinly veiled signal to her supporters in Pyongyang, China and Russia at the UN Security Council. "I sincerely hope that everyone on the Security Council will understand that any use of nuclear weapons would change the world in amazing ways." For the first time since North Korea began testing nuclear weapons in 2006, China and Russia this year vetoed a U.S. move to impose additional sanctions on the Security Council. North Korea has been testing weapons at an unprecedented rate this year, firing more than 20 ballistic missiles, including one that flew over Japan. Pyongyang, enraged by South Korea's military actions, fired hundreds of artillery shells from its coast last week, in what it called a harsh warning to its southern neighbor. In September, the Ronald Reagan and its escort ships conducted joint military exercises with the South Korean military in response to North Korea's ballistic missile tests. In response, the United States, South Korea and Japan have pledged to deepen cooperation, Mori said. "We agreed to further strengthen the containment and response capabilities of the Japan-US and US-ROK alliances and deepen trilateral security cooperation," Mori said. Amid heightened tensions between China and Taiwan, Sherman reaffirmed the United States' position that while the United States will not support Taiwan's independence, it will not prevent the United States from working with Japan and South Korea to support Taiwan's self-defense. The United States has publicly reiterated that it does not support Taiwan's independence, but wants to ensure peace, so it will do its best to support Taiwan and work with Japan and South Korea to enable Taiwan to defend itself, Sherman said at a meeting of the Communist Party this month. Chinese President Xi Jinping called for accelerating China's plans to build a world-class military and said China would never give up its right to use the military to solve the Taiwan issue.